guys, welcome back. So today I have Bisquick cookbook and I got a thing of blueberries. So what I was thinking about doing is making blueberry muffins. Alright? So, let's get started. Okay, so the recipe calls for 2 cups of Bisquick, 2/3 cups milk, 1/3 cup sugar, 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil, 1 egg, and 3/4 cups of fresh or frozen blueberries. Now I'm going to change the recipe a little bit, but here's the basics. Alright, so now in the process I have added the cup of Bisquick, I've added the milk, I've added the sugar, and I've added the vegetable oil. Now before I add the egg, I'm going to start changing the recipe. Well, technically I changed the recipe at the vegetable oil. What happened was I used melted butter, alright? Now next in the process, I use my special Cinnamon Toast Crunch seasoning, alright? Now, this is the regular stuff. If you look at it, you can see it's darker than mine, alright? What I do is Prince is getting fed now. What I do is I take one of these bottles and I empty it halfway. I fill the other half of it with sugar, and then I shake it up, and then I put it into here. Now this is my seasoning when I make things for me and my wife to give it a bit more cinnamon flavor to it. But it's a little bit more than just cinnamon. So if you're interested, go ahead and check that out. This isn't a review of that, but I'm going to just show you how my recipe goes. Alright? So what we want to do is we want to take the Cinnamon Toast Crunch mix and we want to start putting it in here. Alright, now that's got a nice little coat to it. So then what we do is we stir it until basically it looks like the whole thing has freckles. If there's not enough in yet, we're going to just add a little bit more. Alright, I can't see it, so we're going to add a little bit more. Don't worry, I cut back a little bit on the sugar when I was making this so that I'm counting for the sugar that I'm adding in with the Cinnamon Toast Crunch mix that I already added to the Cinnamon Toast Crunch before I even started making this recipe. Alright. I don't know how well you can see it, but alright, do you see the little spots all over it? That means it's got enough. Alright, so next step we're going to add the egg and then we'll be ready to start baking. Okay, so we've added the egg and now we're down to the last ingredient, which is the blueberries, which is when I decided I want to add honey. Alright, so just going to do a little squeeze. Alright, now let's stir it up. And now it's time to add the blueberries. I don't really care about their measurement because I like a lot of blueberries in my muffin. And if you guys don't, you can put less in. Simple as that about recipes. You don't have to do everything they say if you don't want to. Alright. Alright, next step. Alright, so the oven is now ready. It's prepped to 400 degrees. And we are going to put the muffins in. Little pro tip. Don't leave the muffin pans on top of the oven while you're preheating it. It heats up the bottom of the pan and actually actually already starts to bake the muffins before you put it into the oven if you do that. So if you put them off to the side like I did, that will help. Now, I probably didn't help myself by sitting them so close to the oven. I normally put them over there, but I was trying to display the ingredients that I was using today. So we'll wait for it to come up. Now, the time we want to set it to is 13 minutes. They say in the ingredient book, or in the recipe book, it says between 13 and 18 minutes. If you know your oven, you can guess which way you should do it. Now, what I do is I hit it at the bottom number, 13 minutes, and then I open up my oven, which turns it off, and then I close it. And I let it sit in there for another 2 or 3 minutes, depending upon how brown I want the top coat to be. Because there's still heat inside the oven, even after it's turned off. So you can still bake with it, even though it's off. Just a little bit of a tip. Alright, well now it's time to pull them out of the oven. Now the recipe book says to let it cool for about 5 minutes and then serve. This is how they turned out. Anyway, if you guys enjoyed my recipe, let me know. If you had any changes or alterations to it that you thought would be good, let me know that as well. Comment down below, like, and subscribe. Thank you, and see you next time.